All right, we're dividing polynomials today. We are in lesson 8.3, and we're going to do long division. So all the polynomials that we divided before were things that could factor and reduce. So now we're going to do long division. Our essential question is, can you divide one polynomial by another polynomial? In example 1, we're taking x minus 2, and we're putting it into x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 2. The first thing we have to understand is the setup. So we do have to set up our problem like this. So since I don't have a ton of room, I'm going to make room, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm taking x minus 2 and I'm dividing it into x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 2. So the first thing we have to understand is we're taking the first of the binomial and we're dividing it into the first of the polynomial. How many times does x go into x cubed? X squared times. And now I actually have to take this and distribute. So I have x squared times x, which is x cubed, and x squared times negative 2, which is negative 2x squared. Now, remember in elementary division, you have to subtract. But this time when I subtract, I have to bring it all the way through the binomial that I created. Our first goal is to get rid of this x cubed, so we want those to cancel out. And I have to distribute that just like typical algebra. So I have negative 5x squared plus 2x, which is going to give me a negative 3x squared. And I'm going to drop the 4x because I have two terms. So we take first into first. How many times does x go into negative 3x squared? Good. Negative 3x. Negative 3x times x is negative 3x squared. Negative 3x times negative 2 is positive 6x. And I have to change the signs because we want these to cancel out. And I have 4x minus 6x, which is negative 2x. And drop the negative 2. And we have first into first. How many times does x go into negative 2x? Good. Negative 2 times. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. I'm going to change the signs, and I have a remainder of negative 6. Now, we're not just going to write our negative 6. We're actually going to take this remainder, and we're going to add negative 6 over the divisor of x minus 2. So my final answer is x squared minus 3x minus 2 plus negative 6 over x minus 2. All right, moving on to our next example. Notice this one, I have a plus 2, and I'm dividing that into 2a cubed plus a minus 3. So I'm going to set this up as a plus 2. And because I do not have an a squared term, I have to mark that with a 0. 0 times a squared is 0a squared. And let's do first into first. A goes into 2a cubed, 2a squared. 2a squared times a is 2a cubed. 2a squared times 2 is 4a squared. And remember, we have to change the signs when I add down. 0a squared minus 4a squared is negative 4a squared. Drop the a, and we take first into first. A into negative 4a squared is negative 4a. Negative 4a times a is negative 4a squared. Negative 4a times 2 is negative 8a. And change the signs. Add down. 9a minus 3. How many times does a go into 9a? Good, it goes in 9 times. 9 times a is 9a. 9 times 2 is 18. Change the signs. And it looks like my remainder this time is negative 21. So remember, we're going to do plus. You can actually show this as a negative 21 over a plus 2. Or you could show it the way I showed you last time as a positive and the negative up there. Either one I would accept, but you might see some of the books showing it like that. So the answer, 2a squared minus 4a plus 9 minus 21 over a plus 2.